Please open your book on page 80. Page 80. We're going to continue with the unit. Page 80, exercise 4. This is a listen activity. Can you help me to read the instructions, please, Luz?
Listen to this story about a successful inventor. Put the sentences into the correct order from 1 to 8.
Thank you. Okay, this is the story about a successful inventor, Mark Zuckerberg. So please read the sentences. Ask me if you have vocabulary question. Then we are gonna listen to the story and you have to order the sentences. You have to write 2, number 3, 4, etc. You have to order according to the audio. Okay, you have to order the events. Tell me when you're ready.
Teacher, what is invest?
Invest, invertir. Is the verb invertir, invest. ¿Quieres in simple past? Invested. Any other question? No?
No.
Okay. So, ready, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
Page 80, Exercise 4. Listening. How did it all begin? Part A. Listen to this story about a successful inventor. Put the sentences into the correct order from 1 to 8.
Around 15 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg was a normal high school student. He was living in a quiet town in New York. Today, he is the founder and CEO of Facebook, the world's most popular social networking site. So how did it all begin? When Zuckerberg was only 10 years old, he was already writing computer programs. His father taught him how to program computers, and he loved it. A couple of years later, he wrote his very own messenger program. His program, ZuckNet, connected the computers in his home to the computers in his father's office. While he was studying in high school, he developed a computer program that looked at people's favorite music and recommended new music. Microsoft wanted to buy the program, but Zuckerberg did not accept the offer. In 2002, he entered Harvard University. One night, while he was playing on his computer, he invented a program called FaceMash. FaceMash compared pictures of Harvard students. The program was a success, but the university shut down the site a couple of days later. Many people at Harvard now knew who Zuckerberg was. 3 classmates asked for his help to develop a social networking site for Harvard students. While he was working on that site, he got the idea for Facebook. At first, Facebook was only for Harvard students, but soon people from other universities were using it. Zuckerberg wanted more people to use Facebook, but he needed more money. His friends were also interested in Facebook. Coincidentally, they had the money he needed to create the site. They invested in the site, and Facebook expanded so that anyone who was 13 or older could use it. Today, Mark Zuckerberg lives in California, where he is the chief executive of Facebook. Over 1 billion people use Facebook today, and Zuckerberg is worth over $24 billion.
Do you have the answers?
Yes.
Or do you need me to play it one more time? Or it's okay?
For me, it's okay.
And for the others?
It's okay.
Okay, great. So in that case, please tell me. Number one is Mark Zuckerberg started writing computer programs. Which is number two? Which event is number two?
Zuckerberg
wrote his
his very own messenger program.
Yes, his own messenger program. Yes, correct. Then what's number three?
He created a program that
Correct. He created a program that recommended music. Number four.
He invented
face match.
No. Before that, there
He
was
didn't accept
Microsoft
He didn't
offer.
accept Microsoft offer.
exactly, this was the first. He didn't accept Microsoft's offer. Number five.
He invented face mash.
Then he invented face mash. Number six.
3 classmates asked for his help.
Yes, 3 classmates asked him for help. And
Yes.
7.
Face match.
No. 7.
His friend invested in Facebook.
Exactly. His friends invested in Facebook. Number 8, the last one. Well, you have it.
Facebook became available.
Yes, Facebook became available to the public, and Facebook is still the most used social network here in America. In America, yeah, because in Europe they don't use Facebook anymore. They use Instagram. Yeah, a funny thing. Okay, so now there's a question. How did the invention change Mark Zuckerberg's life? Do you know it? Did you catch it?
His friends invested in Facebook.
No. How the invention changed his life, Zuckerberg's life. It's very easy the answer. It's logical. He's the owner of his own enterprise. He's a billionaire. Yeah. Because over 1 billion people use Facebook today, maybe more. I'm sure it's more. And well, Zuckerberg's enterprise worth over $24 billion. That's the price, that was the price of Facebook like 5 years ago, $24 billion. That's one of the most expensive enterprises around the world. Yeah, so Facebook definitely changed Mark Zuckerberg's life. Can we continue? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now word power. What happened? Here we have a vocabulary activity. Can you help me to read the instruction, please, Mayra? Some
Sorry.
adverbs.
¿Dónde?
Can you help me to read the instruction?
Leo las... ¿Quieres que lea las instrucciones?
Yes.
Some adverbs are often used in storytelling
Mhm.
to emphasize that something interesting is about to happen. Which of these arbits are positive, which are negative, which could be either.
Either or either. Okay, thank you. So we use these adverbs to emphasize when we are telling a story. When we are telling a story, we say suddenly, unfortunately, strangely. So we use these words. These are called adverbs. These are adverbs. We use them to emphasize our stories. So please write an end if you think they are negative, a P if you think they are positive, and an E if you think we can use them in both ways, in a negative and in a positive way. Just repeat after me the pronunciation, please. Coincidentally,
Coincidentally.
Coincidentally.
fortunately,
Fortunately.
luckily,
Luckily.
miraculously,
Miraculously.
Okay.
sadly,
Sadly.
strangely,
Miraculous.
Strangely.
suddenly,
Strangely.
Suddenly.
surprisingly,
Surprisingly.
unexpectedly,
Unexpectedly.
Surprisingly. Unexpectedly.
Okay, so 30 seconds, please. Write N, P, or E. Finish?
Yes.
Okay, so coincidentally, das ist negative, positive, or either.
Either.
Yes, either.
Either.
Yes, exactly.
Either.
Fortunately,
Positive.
luckily,
Positive.
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 miraculously,
Positive.
Positive.
sadly,
Negative.
Negative.
strangely,
Either.
either, suddenly,
Either.
Either.
surprisingly,
Positive.
In either.
it could be either, yeah.
Positive.
Unexpectedly,
Positive.
Either.
Or either.
either, yes. Unfortunately,
Negative.
negative, yeah.
Negative.
Okay, these are the answers.
Negative.
Okay. Questions about the
No.
meaning? Do you understand all the adverbs?
Miraculously.
Milagrosamente.
Teacher, surprisingly.
Sorprendentemente.
sorprendidamente.
Milagro.
Yes.
Suddenly.
De repente. Suddenly. Suddenly.
Strangely es extraño.
Extrañamente.
Extrañamente.
Ujú. Yes. Todo lo que acabe en LY acaba en mente en español. ¿Sí? Bueno, we don't have a word in Spanish for coincidentally. In Spanish, diríamos por coincidencia, ¿no? No tenemos coinciden, no tenemos ahí nosotros adverbio con mente, right?
¿No es coincidentemente?
Coincidentemente, no lo había escuchado. Sí, sería así quizás. Coincidentemente. Bueno, a ver, ahorita la busco. No la uso. And the others, afortunadamente, suertudamente. Have you heard that?
No.
Por suerte, en Spanish.
O afortunadamente, ¿no?
Exactly. We say that, afortunadamente. Milagrosamente, tristemente, extrañamente, de repente. Esa es así en español. De repente. Sorprendentemente. How do you say cuando algo no te lo esperabas? Inesperadamente.
Inesperado.
Yes, inesperadamente sería y desafortunadamente. Okay, let me look for coincidentemente y aprendí una palabra nueva en español. Sí, existen dos, de hecho, coincidentemente y coincidencialmente según la RAE. Ok. Wow. Okay, great, coincidentemente. Okay, guys, so now the activity is that you have to write a story in teams, in pairs. You have to write a story using these adverbs. Using adverbs and past continuous. For example, we were having a party when I was walking down the street when I fell, no? For example. Unfortunately, I fell. Desafortunadamente me caí. So please, I'm gonna send you to the breakout rooms in pairs and I want you to write a story. Write the story in your notebook or in Word. And at 5 minutes before the end of the class, you have to send me in the WhatsApp group your story. Or we are going to come here to class in order to read it. Got it? Here's an example. Can you help me to read the example, please, Blanca?
Yes. I was shopping at a big department store when suddenly I saw a girl.
I saw
A little girl lying in a corner all by herself. The girl said she couldn't find her mother. I was talking her to the store manager when I saw an old school friend running towards me. Coincidentally, she was the girl's mother. And
okay, thank you, Blanca. Okay, so you have to write a short story. It could be a true story about you, or it could be an invented, an imaginary story. But please try to use past continuous. I was shopping, I was taking. Simple past, of course. The girl said, I saw a girl. And the adverbs, suddenly, unexpectedly, coincidentally. You understand what to do?